Bobby Reed! Bobby Reed! Screamer!
Sorry, right.
We just the points came up and we just had to just add to the points because
yeah man, I'm a good man.
Yeah.
Probably not see me talk.
Whoa, but Maggie would have need
Show my Nicholson!
Wait. It all started from Maggie.
Right here on Ryan Sports Classic. Welcome to our World Cup coverage. We will be covering all games, matchday predictions, squad reactions, injury news, all that kind of stuff about the World Cup this year in Qatar. We will be covering it all here on Ryan Sports Classic. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and here we go. Come on! Bobby Reed! Bobby Reed! Screamer!
Sorry, right.
We just the points came up and we just had to just add to the points because
yeah man, I'm a good man.
Yeah.
Probably not see me talk.
Whoa, but Maggie would have need
Show my Nicholson!
Wait. It all started from Maggie.
Right here on Ryan Sports Classic. Welcome to our World Cup coverage. We will be covering all games, matchday predictions, squad reactions, injury news, all that kind of stuff about the World Cup this year in Qatar. We will be covering it all here on Ryan Sports Classic. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and here we go. Come on! Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ryan Sports Classic for our first watch-along of the day. Brazil versus South Korea. I'm looking forward to this game. Let me just fix some stuff, if you don't mind, guys. Me just got to fix the... what's the next game we're doing tomorrow? Okay, we've got the next live. It's on screen. Let me contact. Oh, he's joined at the right moments. Waiting for him to sit down. He has sat down. Good evening, Mr. Sebastian.
Yo, my man, what's up?
Shush, please stop. Let me get the game on.
Bozo.
Listen.
Oi, Jersey boy, when is your coming?
Is it on French TV?
The rich boy, is he coming or not?
Ryan's told me he's gonna send the link, so okay, it's on French TV, so I can be
No. Knowing Ryan, he probably will send it like 2 hours after the game.
Typical Ryan.
Dear old Ryan, we love him, but sometimes he is loco. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna be ahead of you guys today because I'm watching it on the Swedish.
Yeah, but you remember last time I was on French TV and we were at the same time, so
yeah. I hope I'm so Brazil. Oh, Alison. Oh, they are starting Militao at right back. That's good, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think Sandro's injured. They're playing Dinero. He's a right back, a left back as well.
Yeah, it's okay for now. I played Militao on FIFA at right back. It's pretty good. But this is in real life, not FIFA. So, that attack is so. Oh. Something tells me this is going to extra time, and I don't know why. With the way this World Cup has been going on, like, who knows what could happen? Yes, I was gonna. I know you sent to me 2 minutes ago or so, join, but I was gonna join at this time anyways, like 50 minutes before. Because you're pretty lazy and Whatsap. Jersey, well, what's your prediction?
What's my prediction?
Yep.
3-1.
Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. It's gonna be interesting watching Son versus Neymar. Is Ryan gonna join today or?
Huh?
Ryan, is he gonna join today?
He's told me he is, yes.
Okay.
Well, I may as well get the lineups up, so. Why is it?
I think when Ryan comes on for either England or France, I think he says those things and then the team steps up. I think he's jinxing the other team. So I think he should shut up and be like, be quiet and let France do their thing. Unlike Germany, who went out in the group stage.
But the thing is, you and Ryan were shitting on France in the Poland game, even though we weren't bad.
Yeah, Poland. You got lucky in the first half with that chance that Poland had.
The thing is, you could say that, but we should have been 1-0 up before that.
Yes.
So realistically, I think if France had barely any chances or had crap chances, I would say you're right. But France had probably the same chances, more than, and didn't score.
Yeah, if you want to know something from this game, the goalkeeper and the defense has the same name, Kim. So you just say Kim, pass to Kim.
And can you please just admit to me that you hate France?
No, I don't. I don't hate France.
You do. You are flip-flop.
I don't hate France. Stop with this hating. I'm not hating.
Yeah, but you are flip-flop, Sebastian.
Yes, I know. But I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
First, it's France going to win the World Cup. Then it's France going to win the World Cup. Then it's France going to lose to Saudi Arabia. And the Saudi Arabia getting knocked out. Then it's France going to lose to Poland. France beat Poland. And it's going to be France, blah, 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 blah. Tunisia going to beat France on the first team, which we do get beat, but not on the first team.
So you have not figured it out yet why I'm doing it. You have not.
Because you hate France.
No, I'm not. The reason I do that.
If it's a reason is to get into my head, that is the equivalent of hating on France.
It's a jinx. It's a jinx, by the way.
It's a jinx.
Exactly, my guy Marcel. Let's go.
That is so. He is a flip flop, Marcel. Come on. He is a flip flop. You say that, Marcel, bro, but we'll see on Saturday. Marcel, do you have any social media, Marcel? As I said, I want to do the preview video and I want to do a really cool thumbnail. So I thought if you could maybe take a picture of for the thumbnail. If you've got any social media. I don't think any team is going to beat any team. So I'm not here going France are going to 100% beat England, because that's not true. The thing with France, Sebastian, is we could beat anyone. We could smash anyone 3-0, but we could also lose to anyone 3-0. So
Oh dear, Neymar looks focused, and that's where we.
Sometime this week. Marcel, what's your social media? Put it in the chat, bro. Put it in the chat. I'll follow you and I can send you a message. England is... but no, Sebastian is a flip-flop, sorry. Petty Goal says Liverpool still in there for Jude Bellingham. Klopp and NFC player still pushing. Dortmund will sell him in summer. Price tag 100 to 150 million euros. Yeah, I know Marcel supports England because he hates France.
No, I don't. Stop saying I hate things. The only team I hate, national team, is...
Yes, but if you don't hate France, why are you supporting every team that France play?
Not every team. Okay, it's understandable if it's Sweden. If it's Sweden, it's understandable. But every single other team, I don't.
You supported England, you supported Poland, you supported Tunisia, you supported
No,
Australia.
no, not Poland, not Poland. I said you were gonna win 7-0.
True, but
yeah, so cry about it. I supported you guys versus Denmark.
What's this for? Is this Twitter, Facebook, Instagram? What is this? Like what social media? Just so I know what social media to add you on.
You know what? I can't wait for the game on France England.
Of course you can't. Of course you can't wait.
If any of you, I don't care if my nation's internet, whoever loses that game, I'm gonna banter your team.
Okay.
So,
but I can guarantee you, if it's France, you'll banter more than England, 100%.
No, I won't. Not. No, stop. I supported you guys versus Denmark because I hate Denmark more.
Of course,
Of
course you fucking hate Denmark.
Yeah, but I don't hate France. I don't.
Then, so if I'm right,
if you guys play,
if I'm correct, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden are all rivals, right?
Yes.
How is Denmark close to Sweden? How far is it? An hour or so?
It's basically.
Yes, I understand they're rivals, but other than that, like I'm 100% convinced you are going to support England.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, because you hate France.
Yes, no, I don't. It's because they have more Liverpool players, and I really like some English players.
Absolutely.
Bellingham is my favorite English player. So shush.
I'm just going to keep saying that you are a Sebastian or a hater, bro.
No.
Hater. Bro, I guarantee you, the whole road, quarterfinals, France, Spain, you're going to go Spain. When it's France, Brazil, you're going to go Brazil. Doesn't matter who.
No, I'm going to go France if they play Brazil. Are you mad? Why would I go for Brazil when Chile hate Brazil and Brazil hate Chile?
Prove to me you're not a hater. Prove to me you're not a hater. You have to prove to me you're not a hater.
If France play against any other South American team than Chile, I'm going to support France.
Okay, you have to prove it to me. Marcella, I've added you on Instagram, bro. I've added you on Instagram. Not added you, I followed you on Instagram.
Tomorrow, I can't wait, man. Cool. I hope Morocco wins.
Bro, Marcel, I've just seen a picture of you, bro. That hair is banging, bro.
Show it on stream.
No, it's a private Instagram. I'm not going to show it, but bro, your hair is fantastic.
Oh.
Why did you get rid of it, Marcel? What the fuck? Okay.
So if France win the World Cup, I think Jersey Boy should dye his hair the France flag. I think you should do it.
I'm not dyeing my hair anything.
Why?
Because I just don't. I used to dye my hair, but I don't do it anymore.
Okay. Oh, the national anthem.
I'm gonna listen. There goes. Papa Ali's back with the beard. Hater. Sebastian, I'm sorry, bro. I like you as a fan, bro, but I don't believe you.
What?
We're good friends, but I don't
Yes.
believe you. I'm 100% convinced you're a hater.
Okay, tell me I'm a hater. I don't really mind, to be honest.
So why don't you prove it to
I
me?
love haters anyways.
Prove it
I
to
have
me.
What?
Prove it. Prove that you're not the far hater.
So,
I
I
bet you
predicted.
won't, but prove it.
So 2018, I predicted France to win the World Cup. Then I predicted you to win the group ahead of Denmark. I predicted you guys to beat Denmark when you basically lost twice in a row. Then I beat you guys. I said you were gonna win versus Poland 7-0. 7-0. Yes. And then I follow France on Twitter and Instagram.
Bullshit. Hater.
What?
100% Marcel, bro. You should go it back, bro, because it really does fit you. There he is. The Brazil man himself is here.
Oh, is it Neymar? Oh, it's Rich Boy. It's even better. Yeah, let's go.
Good night, Jersey boy. Good night, Jersey boy. Good night, Sebastian. Good to see you and all viewers and subscribers. Remember to hit the like button and buckle yourself in. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
For who?
Viva Brazil. Well, listen. This is a knockout game. It's knockout last 16 action. To the victor goes the spoils. South Korea. I was just watching a little previous footage of when South Korea met Brazil. They were handed a 5-1 drubbing, but the South Koreans are anything if not plucky. They are very plucky. Scored a wonderful goal, having gone 1-0 down against Brazil. Wonderful equalizer across Everton, who was the goalkeeper, Brazil's third choice keeper. But then, hello.
This guy.
It's about that time. But then Brazil proceeded to give them the old 1, 2, 3, 4 treatment. 5-1. This is going to be a different game. Let's see how it goes.
We got the Brits next. It's coming.
Hey, Jersey boy, how you feeling?
Very good. I'm going to be doing a preview with Marcel soon. We're going to do a proper preview. We're going to do combined 11s, everything, because we've got some tasty games coming up, Reason Boss. Because if you think about it, if Portugal and Spain win tomorrow, we could have England, France, Portugal, Spain, Argentina, Netherlands, and Croatia, Brazil. Those are tasty quarterfinals.
It's a French referee, by the way, Clement Taupin.
He's good.
This is what I want. Obviously, I'm half Chilean. I want Brazil to lose because it's the rivalry. And
do you want a certain?
For God's sake, stop with this.
Please remember this, Sebastian. Please remember this, Reasons Boss. Sebastian is a hater, a massive hater of the French. Doesn't want to win anything.
I've gathered. He's got a lot of hate in him. We need to bleed that. We need to bleed that well of hatred.
Got a lot of haters. Here we go. I got a lot of haters.
Where is Sweden? Where's
France? Where's France?
Oh no, we've got England. We win the World Cup against England, so we're here, and you're not.
Are you sure you're going to beat England? They have been very, very good.
I did not say I'm sure we're going to beat England. I'm confident we can beat England.
You just
all eyes on tonight's game. We've got the Seleção 5 times world champions about to kick off. They've just
Come on,
reconvened the huddle. We've got the return of Neymar Jr., folks, the number 10 on his back. He's back again, looking into the audience, looking into the crowd, maybe looking for that special someone to celebrate with if he scores or assists with a goal.
This is perfect reasons, boss. I believe all three of us have all got the game on at the same time and we're all synced in.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Game
Which
kicked
means
off.
I'm not
So
going to be seeing someone's celebrate a goal when it hasn't. Right, we've kicked off. I can put the clock on now. Here we go.
Yeah, we have. For me, it's kickoff in like 1 second or so. Yeah, kickoff now for me.
Yes, I'm ahead of you. Yes, I'm ahead of Sebastian. Ahead of the
No.
French hater.
You're not ahead of me. Stop it.
Yes, I am.
No. Cry.
South
Sorry.
Korea in possession of the ball. Played inside, Rizzo's off. And my goodness me, that looked a little bit too open for my liking. But the flag has gone up for offside. It could have been pretty close. That was a very quick flag that went up. But for a second there, a split second, Brazil looked a little too open right through the middle of their defense there. Nice quick movements by the South Koreans. Brazil in possession in their third. 1 minute played, 0-0.
Where was the right back? Your right back was not even in. It was out of position. Militao was out of position there.
Oh, you know
Way
what?
out of position. Way too much space there.
Well, you know, it's funny you mentioned that, Jersey boy, because as Vinicius tries to control a long pass, diagonal pass, but unable to control it, it's gone out throwing to South Korea in their final third of the pitch. Brazil have had some real injury problems at left and right back, and I noticed that Eddie Militao. Yeah, but well, this is the thing, you see. So Eddie, just to get confirmation there, Danilo's playing left back and Eddie Militao is playing right back. I tell you what, that's fairly unusual for the Brazilian team. They've been struck with a series of injuries. Gabriel Jesus has had to go home with a right knee injuries. Likewise, Alex Telles, who was designated fullback for Brazil. So we're running short. The Seleção running short where it comes to defensive cover on the left and right wing. So this is going to be very interesting. It's not the ideal defensive lineup for Brazil, so it'll be interesting to see if that throws them off their game. Of course, we've got Rafinha back. We've got Vinny Jr. We've got Richarlison, and of course we've got Neymar. So the attacking quarter is back to its resplendent best. Just like to make note that Fredji and Bruno Gomares are part of the substitutes bench, and they both are on yellow cards. So yellow cards may come into the play.
It was
lovely ball spread wide. Vinicius Junior's on the left hand side. I think Brazil's pace will be too much for South Korea. That's what I'm banking on. Pace of speed of thought, speed of movement.
Rich Boy, did you hear that Gabriel Jesus is injured for like 2 or 3 months?
This is what I heard. Yes, I did hear this, Sebastian. Very unfortunate. We wish him a speedy recovery. He's had a fantastic season for Arsenal. Would have liked to, of course, have stayed in the Seleção camp for this Qatar 22 campaign, but these things happen. Very unfortunate for him. But he's played his part in his own way in preparation for the camp. So we wish them the very best to Gabriel Jesus' family and, of course, Arsenal, who have really enjoyed Gabriel Jesus' performances this season. Top of the table, lest we forget, in the Premier League. You're not missing anything at the moment, folks. 3 minutes on the clock, approaching 4 minutes. It's 0-0. Both teams have enjoyed some possession early doors. It looks like South Korea have to move quicker than they've moved in this tournament. This is not Uruguay. They're up against a team that's very fit. As I say, that is a long ball down to Hon Min Song. Spurs' pride and joy. What's happened there?
What second are you in, Rich Bo? What second?
4 minutes, 20 seconds.
Okay.
I'm counting.
How is this player above me? How are you ahead of me?
I'm ahead of you as well, so.
Bozo.
I'm ahead of you as well. There's a
Uh,
way I can watch where I'm ahead of Rich Po and you. So
Sloppy by Brazil. Lost possession there needlessly. That was sloppy. Had possession, passing a ball around from left to right, and a sloppy pass there. Athenia with the ball at his feet, trying to recover it, and well, very ugly foul. Yeah, just a poor foul there. Free kick to South Korea, left hand side.
yes, now
Oh, yeah, area.
now I'm direct in the same time as Rich Po now.
Same. I mean, same with you guys. Done.
Good man, good man. Well done, guys. Well done, guys. This is good stuff. We want to paint the pictures for the viewers and subscribers. We want to paint the picture. That's certainly what Reason Boss does. Painting the pictures for viewers and subscribers who haven't got visual. And if you've got visual, well, you know Brazil often takes some pretty pictures. So we are not going to be backward in highlighting that, even though hater Sebastian may beg to differ.
He's a hater.
I can't wait until you cry on after England beat France. I can't wait.
And I can't wait till you stop hating, bro. That's
Yeah,
that. You right there. That is you just proved my point.
I'm fuming. Just because you said it, I want France.
Hater. Haters don't get to talk.
Cry.
I'm not crying because Sweden are out. Sweden are out. Sweden are out. Sweden are out.
France is shit.
Okay, we're shit. What are Sweden then?
Better.
Jersey boy, you're bigger than that. You're bigger than that. We are two heavyweight operators watching and supporting two heavyweight teams. We're bigger than that. As Brazil, I like this. Right hand cuts across. Must be Vinicius. Fire that. Oh, Brazil! Brazil! The wife has come. The wife has come. The wife has come. Let me finish that sentence. Has come to say, Rich Po, Reason Boss. Take it down low. Take it down low. What can I say? My lord, my lord. They're doing the Jogo Bonita dance in a circle. Gentlemen and ladies, ladies and gentlemen. Brazil Vinicius Jr. opens the scoring. It's 1-0. Hey. Here we go. You watch that. Hey. Hey, we've got to put this down, man. You got to watch the replays of this. Give thanks and praise, Vinny. Give thanks and praise. That
defending is so bad. Like the amount of space they give Vinicius. Like what the?
Listen,
it's a good goal, but where is the defense?
Listen, look how
no one's marking him.
They were all drawn to. Look at that. They were drawn.
That's good by Richarlison.
You see that? You see that, Jersey boy? You see it? He's in the mix there. You see? What a beautiful, intelligent finish. Look at this. He's just flicked it. It's like a wedge in a golf tournament. The British Open. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you you're in for a rocky and rough and bumpy ride. Hey! I think they've come to play, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Brazil have come to play. And South Korea are in the playpen.
Telling you again, France-Brazil final. It's going to be a me.
I mean, Messi's going to beat Brazil like he did last time. So
no, it's not.
Yes, he
wrong
is.
Place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time, South Korea.
For me, Argentina have not been that convincing to me.
Easy, look at that. You see those little things? Referee. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that foul on Neymar Jr., Jersey boy? Look.
That's a foul. That's a foul, ref.
It could have been a little nastier, I must say. He didn't go for the ankles. He was right close. It looks worse than I thought at first. But I really do. I don't want Neymar dwelling. I think the South Koreans are pretty fair.
He's diving.
Quick question: Has Neymar dyed his hair in Qatar? Because I swear he's dyed his hair, isn't he? He's gone
He
blonde
died.
now.
He brought over his Parisian hairdresser. He paid for his Parisian hairdresser to come over.
He's gone full on blonde. And we've got 2 blondes.
He scored a couple of goals. It was a couple of penalties actually against South Korea in that 5-1 victory, and he had that same color hair. So this is the reason apparently why he's gone for that particular shade. I tell you what, it's gonna be salvo upon salvo. Oh, look at the feet. That must be Neymar. The feet, lightning quick, Vinny. Stay on. Oh, referee! I believe there's a penalty, ladies and gentlemen. I told you this is a dangerous situation.
South Korea, absolutely.
I told you there's levels to this game. I told you South Korea has not played as fast.
It is a penalty. I can't compare that. Literally, he's putting his foot out, and so look at the replay again.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got to say, wait a minute. Jersey boy, check it out. What do you think? Jersey boy, have you seen that incident? I'm not 100% sure. I wonder if that's going to go to VAR. The referee's on the penalty spot.
Ignore the VAR offside. This is just the VAR screen. Because it's obviously going to VAR.
Have they gone to VAR? No, it will.
It's going to VAR.
Oh, you're ahead of me, you know, because Neymar's got the ball. He's placed it on the spot. Is that where you are?
Yeah. Penalty given.
Thank you very much, Jersey boy. Neymar is one of the best penalty takers, viewers, and subscribers. Hit the like button. And give Brazil a strength and give South Korea a strength. They're going to need it. They're going to need it, ladies and gentlemen. Neymar Jr. only a couple of goals short of Brazil's greatest striker, Pelé. God bless you, Pelé. I hope that you are okay, sir. Steady as you go. Peace and love, Pelé.
Here we go. Neymar step up.
Very soft penalty, if I'm being honest.
But he got contact though.
He touched the ball. They're very soft.
I agree it's soft, but he did get contact, so I can't really argue with that.
It's very soft still. And it sounds like I'm sorry, but then not.
And of course,
Neymar
wins the penalty. Neymar step up.
Focus, Neymar. Watch him.
Bomb left.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. Oh, Jersey boy, have you seen it? Watch out for the dance again. They're bouncing.
That is gorgeous.
They're bouncing. They mean business. Give thanks and praise. Neymar.
If he just went a little bit slower and put it down the middle, he would have done a Panenka.
Oh, hey, we got another dance coming up, man. Why the cameras cut away? That's another dance. My lord. Bounce. Ryan. Oh, Ryan.
He's dancing like a clown.
South Korea have absolutely pummeled in the first 12 minutes. Literally, the first 2 shots on target that Brazil have had, they've both gone in. Terrible. South Korea have been absolutely terrible, but Brazil have been very good.
Have you seen I've not seen a goalkeeper bounce and jump up on the line as much as that South Korea keeper was. He was all action, and then he was rooted to the spot virtually as Neymar stroked the ball to his left and Neymar's right. 2-0, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. 13 minutes play, 14 minutes on the clock. Are you okay, Jersey?
I'm fine.
Good boy, good man. I've got a good boy. Good man. I've got a copper here. I'm raising it. Take your time. Have you got some water? That's right. Knock something back, big man.
Got some lemonade. I can't have a cup of my kettle burnt.
Oh.
I had a small fire in my flat, a little adapter where I put other plugs in, set on fire, and while it set on fire, it burnt one of the metal bits of the kettle. So I've got no kettle.
Goodness gracious me.
Yeah, I can't have. I need to have. I need. No, you can't be British and not have a cup of tea. So I need my tea. I've been
Are you Brighton based, Jersey boy? Where are you based?
Brighton. Yeah.
Is Brighton. Good man. Okay. Wow. Is it too soon to say this game is over?
I think you've had two shots on target.
No World Cup game is over. It's not over.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Can you name me a team so far who's come back from 2-0 down this World Cup?
No World Cup game is over before the final whistle is blown. No game is over.
You're a very wise man, Sebastian. Good man. Good on you. Good on you, Sebastian.
In my opinion, it's over.
We saw Japan what they did in the group stage. They scored 2 goals versus Spain and also
they were not 2-0 down.
Yes.
No country has been 2-0 down this World Cup so far. Come back.
They turned it around still.
But it's 2-0. So in my opinion,
yes, I know. It can still happen. Chill out, Jersey boy. It can still happen.
Chill out, hater.
Okay, cry, baby.
Hater.
Okay, cry.
You cry.
Referee, free kick. What? Played advantage. What's going on there? Hello. I thought that was a foul on Vinny. It's going to be very interesting. I'm watching the Brazil midfield. I mean, you can't sleep on these teams. You can't sleep on these teams. South Korea, full of energy, no little skill. They're still prodding, trying to find something. A long-range shot. Oh, what a shot there. You see. Hey, Sebastian, no sooner said than done. What a fantastic strike from the Korean. And a wonderful flying save by Alisson, who had to be on his P's and Q's. It's his.
Oh, my God.
That's his right hand. Look at that. It was arrowing into the corner. Alisson at full stretch.
It's the best goalkeeper
over the bar, corner. He's going to go for another pop, a long range. And this one, left-footed effort this time, flies high by Wang. Alisson, I tell you what, sometimes this guy's had very little to do in this tournament so far. And this is why the best goalkeepers are just that. Because when called into action, they deliver. Great feat by Alisson.
Imagine that went in. That would have been one of the goals of the tournament.
Hey, listen, these South Koreans, they know that they need to find a target, or they are taking a fast playing home. Fast play, don't slow play.
Nobody can score that versus Alisson. Nobody can.
The only player to score goal against Alisson is Lautaro Martinez.
Argentine.
And Messi. Because Messi scored that free kick against Alisson and Lautaro.
We all know what happened at Anfield.
Remember, yeah, I don't care about that. I'm talking about, you said no one can score that against Alisson. Well, they have. Lautaro did and Messi did. Lautaro was when we beat, I think we beat Inter 2-0 at theirs, and then they came to Anfield and Lautaro Martinez had a similar shot like that and put it top bins. So Alisson can concede those type of goals, but he hasn't done it since the Inter game, which was a while ago.
I don't like to see when Neymar goes down. You know, he's got a very particular, almost unique way of when he's tackled going down. He's like
people don't know. It's like, is he diving? Is he injured?
He always dives. He's a diver.
It's so confusing because people make
back off, Sebastian. Back off, Sebastian. Back off, Sebastian. Back off, Jersey boy. Keep talking. Back off, Sebastian.
In all this, I do think that he dives sometimes, but the problem is because he got injured. When he goes down now, Brazil fans are going to be worried because they're going to be like, "Oh no, not again!" Because obviously he's just back. And what Ryan said is he thinks Neymar shouldn't have started because of the real risk of him getting injured again.
Well, Chiche, the Brazilian manager, said that he would not start any player or risk any player and their health unless they were 100% fit. So unless 100% fit, he would not be starting them. So I would like to believe that is the case.
I believe he's 100% fit, but you just never know. Someone might put another tackle in and take him. I'm convinced that Neymar will be fine. You know, if it's France-Brazil final, I want to face 100% Brazil, just like you would want to face 100% France, because you want it to be a tasty game.
I tell you what, this is a tasty game because the South Koreans, it's almost end-to-end stuff at the moment. The South Koreans aren't sitting back. They're going to try and...
It's crazy reasons, boss. As soon as they've went 2-0 down, now they've started to attack.
Look at that. That must be Casemiro. Oh, my goodness me. That must be Casemiro. Some one-touch football by the Brazilians there. Casemiro, he just watched and waited that the South Korea was going to make a move. Oh, man.
He's the best CDM in the world, Casemiro.
You know your stuff. You know, and that's respect coming from somebody who's got the great N'Golo Kante in their ranks. So full respect there, Jersey boy.
I think, but when Kante was 100% fit,
yes,
and playing all the time, Kante was 100%. But the problem is Kante now is injured. Chelsea going to get rid of him in the summer. I think his career's coming to an end now. So. Yeah, so it's Casemiro and Rodri for me. I love Fabinho, but he's just declined. Yeah, definitely. The good thing about being 2-0 up at Ridgeport, I guess, is you could, if you're 3-0 up at halftime, you could go, okay, Neymar off, bring on Fred and play Paqueta in the 10, and you could. The good thing about scoring early is at halftime you could go, we're going to rest all these big players for that game against Croatia.
Very good point. Very good point, Jersey boy. Rodrigo would be keen to get some more game time. He was looking good. Sometimes the last pass was a little bit off in that game against Cameroon, but he's been looking lively. So maybe he might get a chance to come on if Chiche doesn't look to consolidate the potential victory by bringing on a Freggie or resting and bringing on a Fabinho potentially. Loose play by the Brazilians there. Loose play thrown to South Korea there. 21 minutes on the clock.
Boss, if we both play France versus Brazil, we might have the war of both teams of playing centre back, so full back. Because the problem is we don't have an injury like you. But Deschamps prefers Jules Koundé a right back, and I think it's because Pavard is very good at going forward, but kind of like Trent, when it comes to defending, he struggles. He's kind of sacrificed to going forward with playing Jules Koundé a right back. Because he played Jules Koundé against Poland. He was good defensively, but when he was going forward, he was just passing just to random people. So he's not good going forward.
Random people, you say? My goodness.
You know what? He was passing to Poland at times, Koundé. So I want to see Pavard. Because you play up in Meccano and Canate versus Brazil. I think it'd be very good because they've got a great partnership.
I'm sure.
Brazil, I just get mad while watching Brazil.
You get what?
I get mad when I watch Brazil play.
What just like you want when France play as well?
No, this hatred against. Of course, I have a lot of haters, but you know, when I get people,
things that you hate is because
come on, South Korea,
every time I've heard you talk about France, I'm not going to cry, bro.
Yes,
you're gonna cry when you see my team win the World Cup for the third time.
You're gonna cry when England destroys France.
I'm not gonna cry, no matter the result. I'm not crying.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not crying. I'm not gonna be like a certain Ryan LFC. I'm not gonna be like a certain Ryan LFC who cries after Germany got. And even though Germany's not his first team,
it's Jamaica who is even worse.
Jamaica can make it for the 26th World Cup though. Just hopefully Jamaica don't get Spain, Germany. Imagine it's Germany versus Jamaica.
Jamaica will win. Jamaica would win. No joke.
No, where did Jamaica and Germany come into the equation? I was just missing something there. I was just watching as their corners won by South Korea. 24 minutes on the clock.
You're saying reasons, boss, that what if Jamaica get in the next World Cup, and Ryan has to watch Germany versus Jamaica because he supports both countries.
Indeed.
And Sebastian said Germany will beat Jamaica. He said Jamaica will beat Germany. I'm like, no way in hell.
That's if Chile and Sweden make it, then both play, then I'm gonna be in a
No
huge...
way in hell.
What?
Chile and Sweden do not beat... No, Chile and Sweden do beat Jamaica, yes.
Yes, but do
Even
they
though,
both make the next World Cup?
even though I think San Marino beat
They both
Sweden.
gonna make the next World Cup, by the way. So, and that's Sweden is gonna beat France, and France is gonna...
No. Well, you haven't beaten us in quite a long time, so...
Cry. Come on, South Korea, man. Do something. Shoot.
Come on, Germany. Come on, not Germany. Brazil, not Germany. Come on, Brazil. Get a third goal.
Plastic.
I'm not a plastic. Fuck off. You bellend.
South Korea playing the ball in their half now into Brazil's half.
To be fair,
It's slow.
They're
trying, and then ball's been dispossessed. Here we go. Brazil on the counter. Vinicius tearing down. That's Neymar on the ball, waiting for the opportunity. He's gone too far there. Is that a goal kick? Or is that a corner? May have come off. May have taken a touch off the South Korean. It's a corner. Neymar looked like he was overrunning that ball there. Should have just released it if possible. He may get another chance.
You honesty reasons, boss. I do think that you started off the game first gear, and then as soon as you got 2 goals, you went, we're going to put it down a few gears. Because, you don't need any more goals, really. You can get more goals if you want to, but you don't really need more goals. It's that what I think is weighing on is South Korea need a goal, so they're going to go forward, so then you can catch them on the counter. That's why I think the game...
You know your football, Jersey boy. Yeah, you know your stuff. Yep. Make it right.
What?
Crazy thing is South Korea have had the exact same amount of chances as Brazil, but Brazil take their time. It doesn't matter.
What's going on there? Neymar used the referee. He used the referee to almost tackle him and keep the ball. Outrageous. My lord.
You can't tackle the referee.
Look at this. They're looking again. Look, Neymar. He runs into the referee and takes out 2 Korean players while he's at it. Oh, man. Cheeky.
Give Neymar a yellow card for that, man.
Cheeky. Man.
Send him off.
Look, oh my god. This is why Mbappe is clear. Mbappe is clear with Neymar, whatever.
Of course,
Neymar, corner.
Of course, Mbappe's cleared Neymar, but they play different positions, really. No. Because Neymar is playing a lot.
That's a good corner, whipped in, good, well defended by the South Koreans. Very good corner. Good defending. Another ball chipped into the area. Brazilians go up for it, and again the South Koreans win it, but the ball spread wide. Is that Lucas Paqueta? That is Lucas Paqueta, the number 7. Is he showing some of the Joga Bonita? He's got some skill. He's been a little quiet in this World Cup, Lucas Paqueta.
But to be fair with that, reasons, boss, Paqueta's an attacking midfielder, but Batita's playing him as a centre mid.
Right. No! Stop it. If that is onside, stop it. Viewers and subscribers, it's Brazil 3, subject to the goal being allowed. Are you serious? Impossible to defend against. Here's the dances.
I see no problem with the goal. I see no problem with the goal.
No one sees any problem with it. I tell you what, that was just picture perfect. There's no VAR business. Here's Charleston, ladies and gentlemen. His 20th goal for Brazil and 3rd at this World Cup. Hold on, wait a minute. It's gone over. What's this? Chiche. He's dancing with Chiche. Chiche is dancing with Charleston, ladies and gentlemen, and the rest of the Brazilian players together. The substitutes on the byline. Chiche is doing the dance. Ladies and gentlemen, we are watching some...
don't show me that dance.
Yeah, goal given. There's no problem with that. No, goal's not going to VAR. It's
We're watching this again. Nothing. Look at that. Oh my lord! Was that Marquinhos who started that move? That's Marquinhos.
Marquinhos.
I'm pissed off.
Oh, look at that by
Whoa!
Richarlison. Oh,
Ooh. And look at the man's face. He's got his game face on, ladies and gentlemen.
wait. Is that a Casemiro assist? Or is that Rafinha? No, it's Rafinha. Rafinha got the assist.
Did he? It was moving so quickly that I was just stunned by the grace and precision and clinical. And here they go again. Counter-attack. That's Richarlison straight through the centre. Rafinha to the right. Neymar and this is ridiculous. Vinicius Jr. Listen, look at this. I mean, South Korea don't know what's hit them. There were levels to this game, gentlemen. There were levels to this game. As a long-range shot from Rafinha goes high and wide over the bar. But there were levels. Paulo Bento, the South Korean coach, is I don't know if he's got an answer to this. He's a better man than me. Wow. The Brazilian fans are dancing in the stands. This is how we do the Jogo Bonito. Man, they've turned up the gears. Jersey boy, you used the term earlier. Gears. From first to second, third, ease down again.
Goals, and then you went back down, and then you managed to get a goal from being third gear. And I think you've got it lower now again. I think you'll just leave it 3-0 at half time, and then you'll make some changes at half time. Because if I were the manager, I'll make some changes at half time because I'm not risking any injuries.
I can't wait until Argentina beats Brazil in the semi-final. Can't wait.
The way I've been watching the games at the moment, I think Brazil will knock out Argentina.
Nah. Argentina's.
I don't think Neymar's looking for golden boot because the golden boot right now is Mbappe's.
He's looking to dive though. He's looking for that dive though.
Mbappe's on 5 goals. There's so many players on 3 goals. Only player on 5. He scored.
What on earth? Hey guys, listen, man. Heung-min Son was on a move there on another South Korea player, and they made LA Militao little clumsy there. He tried to make a challenge. It may have been a penalty if he'd actually made the challenge, and the guy beat him to the byline. The number 11 it was for South Korea, and actually got the shot off, saved by Allison at the near post, put his full body in the way.
For me, reasons, boss, your team is perfect, but I think just like France,
they're not perfect.
Your weaknesses.
They're not perfect.
No, what I'm saying is I think both teams, France and Brazil, are perfect. I would say the only weakness is the fact that you're playing people out of position at fullback. Like Nuno is not a left back, neither is Militao right back.
Militao has played
you can see they're targeting Militao. But that's why I think it could be a very interesting game because, for example, we might see Brazil, France. You might see Brazil target Koundé and we target Militao. And both teams get down that.
Militao has played right back before. He has played.
Yeah, but so is Koundé.
Yeah, so it's
yes,
fine.
Militao,
but they're not natural right backs. What I'm saying, that's not their position.
If France and Brazil make the final, I ain't watching that.
Because you are a hater. That's why.
Yeah, good.
Don't tell me you're not a hater because you literally said you won't watch the match. If you,
I don't like Brazil.
Yeah, then watch and support France then, but you won't.
Yes, I will. If France play Brazil. Jersey boy hates Sweden, so that's why.
I don't hate Sweden. I've got Swedish family in my house.
No, you hate
in the World Cup. If Sweden win,
here they go again. Here they go again. Cut it and strike. Hey, listen, the skills they've got, man, they could actually get penalties. They could win penalties. If that Casemiro with a shot, dragged the shot right there. I tell you what, the feet of Rafinha, the dancing feet, I tell you what, he could have won a penalty there. They are looking good. And Neymar, I must say, I like the way Neymar's playing. I think he's had a word and reflected based off that Serbia game. He's moving the ball, getting it out of his feet and moving it on and letting the ball do the talking. And he's allowing the other players to get involved in the game to make Brazil a more dangerous proposition rather than dancing past a couple of players or attempting to dance by 1 or 2 players, dwelling on the ball just for visual effect. This is a much more mature performance.
If I was Chiche, I would take Neymar off for half time because you need him more 100% ready for that Croatia game. So I'd bring on Fred or Fabinho and then or Gimares and play put Paqueta in the 10. And maybe take off Vinicius as well and bring on Martinelli because I still think you'll still.
If I were Brazil, I would stop diving.
For Sweden, I'd stop diving.
Sebastian. Sebastian, he's going for a rough time. That ball's out of play. A ball swung from the left to the right for South Korea. A little bit too far.
This is probably the worst match of this World Cup.
How was it? How was it the worst cup? Brazil were playing beautiful football.
Nah. Diving FC.
What is that? What a ball!
Hey! Do you know that was Thiago Silva? That was Thiago Silva with the assist. You know, that was Thiago Silva, the veteran centre back. Yes, the number 3. That was the veteran who laid it on for Richarlison. Oh my stars! And here come Brazil again. Cut it back, Vinny. Vinny, who wants it? Far post. Fire! 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 Lucas Paqueta! Fire up the goal! Fire up the... Hey!
Stop dancing, Ralph. Stop dancing.
Run the track! Run the track, viewers and subscribers! It's showtime!
My day.
It's
4-0. It's 4 and Paqueta scores. Paqueta scores.
Dive instead. Dive. Just dive.
Give thanks and praise. Sebastian, we're giving thanks and praise. Just give us a second. 8 goal for Brazil. And hi, dance. Hey, Jogo Bonita. Coach Minzy, are you watching? It's Jogo Bonita time. Brother, Naya Bingi. Big up yourself, brother. Big up yourself. I know you like the clinical finishing. I know you're a Germany fan. But I know you appreciate the finer art.
This is so boring. This is boring. Well, why?
Vinny assist. Vinny
this
assist.
Is boring. I think you should dive instead.
We got to say Brazil have been fantastic, but how bad has South Korea been? Literally, the fact that every single shot they've had on target, Brazil has gone in.
Chiche is on a mission.
It's a waste of time.
Chiche is on a mission.
Reasons, boss. Would you now? You're comfortable. Would you we make subs at half time to change it a little bit?
Listen, here they come again. Are you serious?
This could be 5.
Oh, the mercy. Look, they can do. I think one of the things we're looking for, I think Chiche would be looking for stamina to ensure that the guys have got the rhythm.
Martinelli, maybe.
Oh, there's no doubt. Of course, he can come on and do a job. But as I said, they're looking for stamina. They want to make sure that the guys are up to speed in terms of preparation. As the South Koreans are looking for that opportunity, I think they want even a consolation. They're not giving up the ghost at all, though. It's hard to climb this particular mountain, and it is a mountain to climb here. 4-0 down, 38 minutes played. You want to make sure that the team, because this is probably the first team for Brazil. They don't want to lose that rhythm and the stamina, so the speed of the game. They want to make sure they're up to speed. If they've got 45 minutes and then go into an encounter with Croatia and find that they're a little bit under par and not up to speed, that could be costly. Now, the Croatians are an older team in the veteran stages in certain players, instances like Luka Modric. So they may not find the pace of playing Croatia that hard to cope with. So Chiche will know exactly how his players are. They'll have gone through everything. Rodrigo Lasma is a wonderful get up. South Koreans, that was a penalty, half a penalty shout, maybe.
Oh no, there's Ryan. Would you say, Ryan?
That was a bit sloppy.
Still not winning the World Cup.
That was a bit sloppy.
Stop hating, Ryan. Stop hating.
Mute that man's mic. Mute that man's mic.
He muted him.
Mute that man's mic, I say. Now, that was a little sloppy by Eder Militao. I'm not going to use the word perfect at all when it comes to Brazil. The defensive situation, they need to make sure they lock and dock this thing because, as you said, having, my lord, what's going on here? Vinny Jr., Vinny, hey. Hey, you know.
Sweet, I hope when you're ready to get your beat me in your last studio, so it's sweet, yeah.
Ryan, good night, Ryan. Good night, Ryan. Good night, Ryan. Ryan LFC. Classic. I'm glad that you're the boat, Ryan.
Where is Germany? Where is Germany? Where
Easy,
is Germany?
easy, Jersey boy. Easy, Jersey boy. You're bigger than that. We are bigger than
Germany.
that. Huh?
Exactly.
Ryan.
I'll take the off for half time, 100%.
Ryan, tell me, as a man who's played the game, the beautiful game, tell me, say there's something no sweet you, Ryan. Ryan, speak!
Unmute yourself, Ryan. Come on.
Brazil is a good team, but still not haven't played anybody else yet. But you have to give Brazil credit. It has been fantastic all tournament, but you guys haven't meet your match as yet. And Mbappe is a real deal. I think Mbappe is going to be a back-to-back World Cup for France. I don't think Brazil will win the World Cup. I don't think they have that strength and depth in the squad to have that mentality to win the World Cup. You know what is winning the World Cup? What do you think Neymar Jr. haven't won it for so long? Leverage to this thing, man. Kill Mbappe, back-to-back World Cup, man. No problem with Brazil. You see me? But Brazil just depend on Neymar too much. And if them they get a goal, them get it in at the studio or them get it somewhere. They are a very lucky team, you know.
The game's just paused a moment. Wait a minute. Hunmin's son is taking off his face mask. I hope he's okay. He was tackled by Marquinhos. I don't know if it was a. Hold on, wait a minute. No, nothing untoward. Nothing untoward. Hunmin's son just went into Marquinhos. His mask, face mask. He had a fractured cheek. It's now back on. I think everything's okay. 40.
Yeah, fractured cheek, and he fractured his bone above his eye. That's why I went to protect this part here.
Okay. All right.
So I'm thinking maybe because he might hit him in the face, and the mask kind of might have pushed into the bone a bit and hurt.
Could possibly been the case. It's the game's been played in a really good spirit. I don't know what Ryan has got against Brazil. I warned him before coming onto this watch along that he needed to watch the ride and take his mouth off Neymar and the rest of the Brazilian team. He seems adamant that he's moving from being a German fan to being a French fan overnight. France are a good team. Let's hope. Hey, will the sky fall? Will the clouds come down? Will the earth stop if England actually find a way to beat France?
Not really, reasons, boss. I don't think so, because I think if England do beat France, that's a massive statement. I think that's a massive statement.
Good God! Referee, take out that card instantly. Good God. Hafimia, you see these kind of... You see, hey, Ryan, you should know about these things. You see certain times, I don't know what you have against Brazil. When certain man, young, when a man can just go clean past you and watch her. He had all he could do was just foul him and lick the man near his face, you know. Man just showed him some Jogo Benito style. I'm glad that the referee did the right thing though. Took out the yellow card instantly. Any misstep by these South Koreans, and even though they played the game in a good spirit, they're being outclassed to the point that they may end up getting themselves sent off. And that could be trouble, especially if Brazil do make a change or two with the likes of a Martinelli or Rodrigo looking to impress. And when Brazil want to impress, you could be in trouble. Ryan!
Well done to your team, man. Well done to your team. Well done to your team.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. I know you're a bigger man. I know you can handle these things. Hey, Ryan, we were asking the question earlier on the broadcast, and it's an interesting one. If Jamaica met Germany, where would your loyalties be?
He's not answering, of course. He's
Repeat.
If it's Jamaica, Germany in the World Cup, who are you supporting?
Here we go. Paqueta, the cheeky left-footed finish there. Well saved by the keeper. I tell you what, man, they're taking it easy. What did he say? What was the answer?
He didn't say anything.
Oh, he didn't say anything then. Is he pleading the fifth?
No, what are you doing, Ryan? What are you doing? Where are you?
Don't ask.
Brother,
Don't ask.
I'm telling you this right now. Brazil, they better rest Neymar, rest the key player for the next game, because that's going to be a tough game. I think they need to just.
That's why I think they will
change
do
it
a
up a
half
little
time.
bit.
I think Neymar will come off. I think Vinicius will come off, and probably Casemiro. Because you're 4-0 up, you're not going to lose this game. I think just rest the big guns. That's what I would want France to do against, let's say it was against Poland, and we did that.
Here they come again. Vinny a ball across the 6-yard box. He's smiling, laughing. What a ball. Rafinha was there, put his right foot up, missed it. Richarlison was following through. Oh, it's like a karate style right-footed effort, but missed it entirely. But a lovely, dangerous ball by Vinny Jr. Who
I think we can all agree, boss. My man of the match so far is Vinicius Jr. I think Vinny has been man of the match. I think he's been everywhere. Every attack he's had some sort of part in it.
That's a good shout, Jersey boy. That's a good
Vinny
shout.
and Mbappe. Vinny and Mbappe for me are the best wingers in the world.
That's a very good shout. Sometimes I forget that Mbappe. Here they come again. Watch the right. There's Neymar. What kind of 1-2 business? Oh dear. Trying to bring out the party pieces. Trying to go past two defenders all on his own. Teacher it'll be very interesting to see what actually happens at halftime. I mean, Neymar, remember, this is only the second game he's played. So it'll be very interesting to see,
I think he might take him off.
to get more time.
I think he'll take him off. Just because I've given him 45 minutes, because remember, he's only played one game in the group stage, so he hasn't played a lot of football. So I think, or maybe he might give him 60, something like that. Maybe I don't know. But I think he might make some other changes, like Casemiro maybe off, maybe being off Vinicius, maybe switch Neymar to the wings.
Here they come again. Look at the space. Charlison is in acres of space. Is he going to carry it on his own? Look up. Oh, what a finish. What a save. Man, Charlison saw the goal.
Finally, he saw the keeper.
Wow. Acres of space. He saw the goal. You could see his eyes light up. Should I pass it or should I go for goal? He made the right decision, I think, to go for goal. It was a good save with the legs by the keeper, with a couple of Brazilian players available should he have decided to pass it. Made the right decision. Good save by the South Korean keeper. Remains 4-0. 48 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes added time has been added on. So we've got seconds left before the half-time whistle blows. What's going on there? What kind of a defending was that? Was that Paqueta? Watch yourself, Paqueta. That was very loose and very lax. Very loose and very lax.
Paqueta literally just gave it straight away to South Korea. Good.
I can only assume. I mean, here comes the counter again. I mean, because they're 4-0 up, I don't think in a competitive game, I say competitive, in a closer game, I don't think he would have done that. But that was outrageous what he did there. Here, they're showing Richarlison's effort again, bearing down on goal. He's got some pace, you know. He got there, and then it could have been a better finish. It was Neymar who was coming in. It was a side-footed effort. It was on target. He went for placement more than power, and the keeper did well and was able to get the ball away with his feet. 4-0 at half-time. Well, I'll tell you what, as far as impressive performances goes, this is right up there. Remember, England sorted out Iran 6-2. So it's not unheard of. As the whistle blows for half-time, Brazil 4, Korea 0. Vinny Jr., a satisfied look on his face. Neymar walking, not gingerly, he's looking fine. Richarlison blowing a little bit, but none too heavily. Lucas Paqueta, shirt rolled up. Job well done. When you can give a team 4-0 half-time, you're doing something right. 4-0 at half-time against a team that's beaten the likes of Uruguay, dealt with Portugal, tangled with Ghana. There's a little message being sent out here.
Reasons, boss. I'm gonna go take my break. I'm gonna cook some food. I'll leave you and Ryan to the halftime show. So I'll see you guys in a bit.
Are you serious? Can you trust Ryan to be left alone with a Seleção fan?
No, but you know, Ryan's probably gonna just remind Ryan about Germany a few times, and you'll shush. That's the way to get at him. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit.
See you in a bit, Jersey boy. Ryan LFC, can you hear me?
Speak, Ryan. Speak, Ryan.
Looks like he's gone about his business. Do you usually have a halftime show, or do you wanna knock off and come back for the second half?
Well, the thing is, a lot of the watch-alongs, I've been doing them on my own. So
Richard,
there he is.
So,
oh look, he's piped up. He's
well,
around.
I tell you, it's when I don't even know what to say right now. Brazil. Oh, the Brazilian is playing right now. They are playing some good football, but I have to remind the people they're just playing South Korea. They're not playing Argentina. They're not playing England. But they're playing against South Korea. We have to give South Korea for the reachment of the round of 16. It's just good. But Brazil, my goodness, talent all over the pitch. You know, and it's just a cakewalk for them. But it's really, really going to see how good this Brazil team against Croatia. That's when I'm going to start though. And the Brazil cheat. So Brazil look good. Look at them can win the World Cup. Until that, I'm just watching. You know, football is wrong. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? But my goodness, 4-0 at after. No other team in the World Cup has done that in the round of 16. So that means Brazil is doing something fantastic, man. Big up to you and your team, Belgium. What say you?
Well, I told you to strap yourself in. I told the viewers and subscribers, hit the like button, people. Hit the like button and give the show a strength. Big up if you like football. You cannot fail to be impressed in some way, shape, or form. Ryan is suggesting that we've got to contextualize this. This is only quote-unquote South Korea. But any team that makes the last 16 of the World Cup here in Qatar 2022 has got something about them. And the way Brazil have come out, especially in light of their defensive situation, when they've got the likes of the injuries to the Alexandros of this world, Danilo not available in his normal position, his usual position. It's been a challenging situation for Brazil defensively. Thiago Silva and Marquinhos, the regular central defensive partnership, Alisson in goal, they are real rocks of this team. Add Casemiro, central defensive midfield supremo maestro. Richarlison, the forward for Brazil. Gabriel Jesus is not as big a loss, very industrious player, but he's not an out-and-out goal scorer. So having Richarlison back in the team, adding to his goal tally and looking good, looking menacing, it's been a real joy to see. So look, Brazil could have been thrown off their game, you know, because they don't have the usual defensive back line, which would have been Danilo at right back and Alexandro at left back. Alex Telles came in and he was crocked. So they've really had some defensive issues. Neymar Jr. coming back after receiving a nasty knock to his right ankle. He's now fit. People were wondering if he was going to be available only for the if they were going to be available only for the semi-finals, maybe the final, possibly a quarter-final. So I think it's fantastic work by the likes of Rodrigo Lasmar and the Brazilian physio team, and outstanding work to get Neymar back and on the pitch for this second round game. Outstanding work. I doff my cap to the Brazilian team. My lord. There are levels to this game, you know. We're watching the goals. 1-0, Vinicius Jr.
So basically, you'd take up Neymar and put him on the bench. Don't make him come up. Put him in the treatment room to work on that foot there. Look a bit more.
Well, I don't know if you're a dancer, Ryan, but I like when I see Neymar and Paqueta and Vinny doing their dances. So I like to see Neymar doing his dance. I'm feeling good. So I would like to see him come out and bag a goal or help celebrate another goal. So I say come out for the second half, Neymar, and work it out with Chiche and your colleagues and see what happens in the second half. This is a mission, Ryan, whether you like it or not. And I think that you are showing some respect to the likes of Neymar and Brazil. This is a mission to try and win the World Cup. In order to win the World Cup, you need to be standing for the quarterfinal, semi-finals, and then to go again for the final. So those guys know what they're about, and they'll know and make the right decision, I'm sure. Neymar, I don't think he's going to be risking any serious injury. I don't think the South Koreans would be interested in injuring Neymar at this juncture. They do play the football in a really good spirit, similar to the Japanese. So I don't see any problem with him coming out. This is only his second game, remember, second game at the World Cup. So I can see him coming out for the second half. My Lord, look at the juggling by Richarlison. My Lord, that's a sit. Hey, this is not no Harry Maguire business, you know. That's Marquinhos to Thiago Silva to Richarlison. Lord have mercy.
So, with the likes of your backline having so many injuries, are you worried going into that quarterfinal game with a lot of injury in the backline? Are you worried about the left back and the right back in this World Cup?
The good book says, fret not thyself. Fret not thyself. Worry does not add a day to your life. Worry. When is it, brother? Brother Bingy! Brother Bingy don't know, love. What was that? Worry not. It will add not a day to your life. Ryan, the Brazilians will take care of business. They need defenders. They know how to defend. They said them have a bag of dance moves. He said they know how to defend. They can defend as a team, and they do defend as a team. The word here is responsibility. I thought Eder Militao looked a little uneasy in this game at times against the tricky South Koreans, flying down the left-hand side, going into the penalty area. Looked a little unsteady. Not entirely convinced by Eder Militao in this game. On some occasions, but he's a strong character, physically, mentally, playing, of course, for Real Madrid. So he'll know what's required. Chiche will know what's required. And, of course, he's going to get support from the likes of Thiago Silva and Marquinhos in terms of encouragement on what to do. Those guys are backing up in the center of the defense. and he's not going to be on his own. If he's beaten, it doesn't mean it's the end, and he doesn't have to give away any needless penalties, for example. Just needs to make it difficult, keep things simple if necessary, and do the job. This is a search and a quest for the 6th World Cup. Everything is blessed. Everything blessed.
Would you say this is the weakness of the Brazil team at the back? Looking good going forward, have a lot of attacking player and midfield, but the back line is not the strongest, and that's where you need to be strong to win the World Cup. Striker win a game, but defense win a championship. You think that's the weaknesses of the Brazilian team?
How many goals has Brazil conceded in the World Cup so far?
It no matter, you're not playing nobody. When you start to play against Croatia, when you start to play against France and England and all of these top teams, that's when they start to worry, because goals win a game, championship is different, and you don't have the strongest left back and the right back. That's where the weakness with the likes of Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi make advantage of these teams. So I don't know, I'm just saying.
It's a very good point you're raising, Ryan. We're well aware of that. We've been doing the live, and yes, the right and left back situation where Danilo was coming back from an injury, where Alexandro is still recovering. It's going to be an area that Brazil will have to work on, but that is something that they will do, work on it. And again, when you've got the likes of Thiago Silva and Marquinhos in the team, bags of experience, Alisson, Liverpool and Brazil, big time goalie, he'll be able to add that calmness and communication that will be needed to deal with the likes of Mbappe. Of course, Ryan, you keep on banging on about Mbappe. Maybe certain people have to beware, because they may meet in the final. But maybe France need to focus their attention on the likes of Phil Foden and Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham. You're assuming that Mbappe is going to be potentially giving a bag of problem to Brazil. I suggest that you turn your mind as a newly converted French fan. Wagonist, if you may. It takes your choice, takes your pick. I say focus your mind on the England game. Hey, go on, finish your sentence. I'm gonna ask you one question straight up. I did ask Coach Minzy yesterday in a bag of war of words, and it was fascinating and a joyous experience, but very insightful. You feel say England ready, or you feel say England not good? Go on, Ryan, speak.
No, England, that's where it's stuck for England, the quarterfinal against France. Very good team, coming into their own, full of confidence, but they're just bucking up on a team that have Kylian Mbappe, Anthony Griezmann, and all of these wicked Dembele and I think England just get the wrong team, and that's France. I think it's over for England. Very good team, and I disrespect the English. I think they did well to reach so far. But I think the likes of France have that experience winning that World Cup, going to give them the edge. And I don't think if France to play behind the ball and allow England to dominate the ball, I don't think England can break them down. You know, and that's where France going to be really dangerous on the breaks with the likes of Griezmann and Dembele and Kylian Mbappe. I just don't see France. I don't see England beating France, man. But change thing can't win football. Football is wrong. But if I was a betting man, I would not put my money on England. I think England will go home, bro, as usual. So don't want the England fans them get ahead of themselves. They're not winning, man. It's just a reality.
Give me 3 England players that you have a big watcher as they look to highlight England versus France coming up on Saturday. Give me 3 England players that you say, yeah, man, ratings, big time baller. Dare I even use the word world class? I'm not going to use the word world class right now. Give me 3 England ballers that you say, yeah, man.
Phil Ford is a youth that sometimes I have to check in birth paper if he's an Englishman. What an Englishman can have so much speed, skill. You know, Phil Foden play like David Silva, you know, Spanish midfielder. And, you know, because of Pep Guardiola and a lot of English American play, I would say a lot of US play, a Spain player, Etihad, you know, the South Americans. So I think Phil Foden for me, Joe Bellingham, and I think Harry Kane, man. Full of class, man. I think Harry Kane just need to have the right club. I don't think Tottenham the right club for him. Yeah. We have 3 players there. Joe Bellingham, Phil Foden, and Harry Kane. You know, Harry Kane scoring the last game. Hopefully he can get a lot of confidence from that. Joe Bellingham is doing well, but England is just a reality. What do you think about the English? You think, because it's so hard to beat France, man. I think England quarterfinal is the best for England, man. Not ashamed to go against the defending champion, the champion.
This England team, as the second half begins and Brazilian on the attack, side-footed effort by, that might have been, yes, it was Rafinha. Rafinha, by the way, had Neymar offering the arm around the shoulders as they came up for the second half. He was talking a lot for a long time with Rafinha. I think he was trying to just give him and instill some confidence. Rafinha had a mixed first half, and I think Neymar's experience and desire, drive, and focus came to the fore there. I like that. I like that camaraderie. Thiago Silva there was communicating with his fellow defensive man, Marquinhos. But that was very good. I like the camaraderie in this team. Talking of the camaraderie in the Brazilian team, second half has started, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm still 4-0.
Where's about England? Where's about England? Where's about England?
That mega come to. Let me tell you, I told coach's desk, and I'm telling you now, this England team under Gareth Southgate, they
Let
don't
me stop
have...
at this, sir.
Watch it.
Let me stop at this, sir. Where I think Mr. France are going to lose?
Hold on there. When you... How about this? Connor, listen, you asked me a question. Let me say.
Yeah, but it sounds like you go France. It sounds like you go England.
What do you mean it sound like? You asked me a question, I'm attempting to answer it. Well, you know how the art of communication and conversation.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. No. This England team, it appears to me that they are not falling for the hype of the English media. What they are doing is believing in themselves. They've got a good camaraderie. They've got confidence in themselves and the manager. They are hungry. They've got desire. They've got ambition. They've got technical ability. They play for teams that are used to winning. Jude Bellingham is a very, very confident young man who, through his performances, his sheer weight of performances, has demanded a place in a successful English team. And as a result of that, you can see the guy's confidence levels surging. You've got Phil Foden, Manchester City. If you can play for Manchester City regularly, you're done now under Pep Guardiola. You're doing something right. These are names that roll off the tongue. Harry Kane, one of the world's leading strikers.
Is it because you come from England why you hyping up the English slightly?
You use the word hype. I am a Seleção and Jamaican fan. What I am being is the reason boss. I'm bringing the sense of balance that sometimes is missing in certain conversations and certain individuals who seem to be clouded in their judgments through emotional baggage, the English media hype. But again, I say focus not on the media hype, but look at the talent and the performances on the pitch. Now, let me tell you something. There's a bag of pundits. America, England, Europe, Frank LeBouf, Craig Burley, Graham Souness, Stuart Pearce, a lot of commentators and pundits, ex-footballers, and they genuinely believe that this is a close game in prospect. It's not going to be a walkover for England. It's not going to be a walkover for France, the reigning champions. It's going to be an intense game. Why should England overly be worrying about Mbappe, Dembele, Giroud, who I rate highly? Why not put the boot on the other foot and say, hey, how are you going to deal with Bellingham, Saka, Foden, Kane? How are you going to handle what we've got to bring, i.e. the English team? That's the mentality, that's the mindset. And that mindset is a winning mindset. It's a mindset that says, when we go and play France, the whistle hasn't blown yet. And furthermore, we are not throwing in the towel. We're not laying out the red carpet, and we are not admitting that we have lost. That is a dangerous mentality to have, Ryan. When you go into a football field and say, I can look you in the eye and say, hey, what? If you want to beat us, come test with. Come test with. We're ready, and we're ready to bring you the fire. We're going to bring some fire to you. Can you handle it? Can the French defense, that midfield, Ryan, I've not heard you once wax lyrical about the French defense. You're not missing anything, ladies and gentlemen. Still 4-0 to Brazil. There's been a lot of the play in the midfield, South Korea in the attack at the moment, and look at that. They're not used to playing at this pace because Brazil have got all bases covered here. I don't think they're interested in conceding the goal, and South Korea, they'll be huffing and puffing, and if they don't mind sharp, they may concede a fifth. I mean, it's not a pretty look at the moment as it is. And Brazil are hungry, physically fit, hard working, the intensity levels that they have. I've got to say ratings. Let me tell you something. Back to you, Ryan, and this England-France business. England are not throwing in the towel before a ball has been kicked in anger. That mentality is a dangerous mentality. Watch out. What is? The South Koreans, man, God bless them, man. They're trying. Yeah, man, Eddie Militao is helping up the brother on the feet. There's the greats up there. Oh, my Lord. Rivaldo, Roberto Carlos, Cafu, Ronaldo, El Phenomenon himself. Lord of mercy. Check that. Oh, my Lord. Hold tight. 2002 World Cup winning crew. Look here, Ryan, are you getting a picture? Because, as I said, I'm not talking about the hype and saying that they're over the top and them not ready and them not good. This is a team that I was on record as saying, and it's gone on record, World Cup semi-finalists, European Champions finalists. Watch out. Ryan, that could really come from your mouth. That really come from your mouth, Ryan.
No,
Ryan LFC.
If you don't win, nobody remember that.
So how come I remember it? How come you remember it? I can tell you that they remember. And watch out, here's the trouble. Here come the fire. Not only does this England team under Southgate remember where they might come from, them have a desire and interest in going somewhere else. Them now just settle for another final or another semi-final. They are interested in going all the way if they can. If somebody stops them, respect. But other than that, you're not getting a blind. Remember that. I want to know if the world are going to stop. I want to know if the world are going to stop. An old man like you would react if somehow England actually beat France. If somehow, somewhere, God help you if it happens. That's all I say, because you make it sound like it's impossible. Make it sound like it's impossible, but you stay there. It's going to be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a walkover. I think that France is going to win the game, personally. But beware, because I think that they've got an over-reliance on 2 or 3. Oh, wonderful save there by the South Korean keeper. Full stretch. The ball is still in play. I thought it went out. Well done. That was almost 5-0. Rafinha The said man I was saying that had the arm put around the shoulder by Neymar. He had a chance there. Quick feet. He's got such quick feet. Oh, well, look at that. Inside the penalty area. Left, right. And then the left-footed strike, side-footed effort. Full stretch by the South Korean keeper. Parried it away. Well done. Still 4-0. 54 minutes on the clock. Yes, Ryan.
The harsh reality, England is just good enough to make it to the quarterfinal. And this is not a dig at the England fans. I just think that France is a much better team. And even if England score first, if England have a next manager, England win the World Cup easily. Because the coach not good.
No, you see, you've just added something right there, which is very interesting. That little caveat. So, what you've just said there is that you respect that the England players in this team and squad are actually very good enough to beat France, reigning world champions, but because of the manager that they have, you doubt if they can achieve it. Is that what you've just said, Ryan? I don't want to misquote you.
Yeah, because you see, the manager is very important. What team him select, you know, who him take off, how he manage the game, who him bring on. You understand? The coach have a tendency where him sleep, and most of the time, he take long to make change. And when he take long to make change, the game get away from him. Him don't know when the game get away from him, he need to eject the right player to help the team. I remember, you know, the coach is there to help the team, you know, to see what the players not seeing, you know. And him have too many favorites, and that's what are hindering this England team. You understand? They have very good players. They come a far way for the last 3 tournaments, both in the Euro and in the World Cup. They make it to the semi-final. When last England make it to the semi-final? So England have a good team and have good players, but the coach will make the difference. The coach will make the difference. And a lot of people don't understand how important all the coach is to the team. Every great team need a great what? Coach. You understand? So
fair enough. That's fair to say. By the way, Brazil are lining up a free kick.
For me. That's the worried for me. And it just look obvious. Every time you make the change, you make the same change. All the time. You understand? Phil Foden should not have played another tournament for a long time. He's still playing Sterling. You understand? But each to their own thing, and that's what's going to eliminate England. Not because I don't rate them. They're a good team, but the man management is poor. And until England get a foreign coach, they will never ever win the World Cup. And it's just a sad reality of the situation. Seriously, when last an English coach win the Premier League, they're not good, they're poor. All of the England coach them, and some look a low division team they manage. They're not managing a top 5 team in the Premier League because they're not good enough. And the FA should realize that the biggest weakness England have is coaching. They might watch Brazil. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't follow Brazil because Brazil have good coach. You know what I mean? Everybody have a good coach. But England coach them, man, I don't know, man. So you get where I come from when you hear me talk about England. That's where I come from.
I respect that. And hold on. It's interesting as South Korea still trying to come forward here. Watch the ride here, Ryan. It's interesting. Gareth Southgate, one of the strengths he has, it might be a weakness to some people such as yourself and others who think that he's a little bit too reactionary than proactive. But
well said, man. I'm trying to find the word for a long time. God knows how long. England have to go down before him change. You have to realize that the game will go again and then him make change. No, you freshen up thing. And that's why they have the change, not just for hold on for the change. If you check him thing, look, different from injury, I was watching that BT Sports, they were breaking up and analyze this England team. A player have to get injured for England make changes in the game, early in the game. No man management. You know, like Pep Guardiola is seeing thing, this is getting away from the team. Bam, 55 minutes, 57 minutes of the game. Clock the same thing. Him say, it's a rule that England Gary Southgate is a rule that the FA bring in. Him not to make change until the 70 minute. After the 70 minute. Go and check back. That watch it on B Sports last night. That's the biggest weakness for England.
Let me swing the boot and put it onto, and this is one of your specialist areas. I don't know what you're gonna say. Jamaica, the national team. Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson, he's gonna be under pressure, like many managers, but he will be under particular pressure as the Reggae Boyz manager to select a squad and a team that can propel Jamaica to success at Gold Cup level and of course World Cup level, in i.e. getting them into the next World Cup, God willing, 2026. Do you respect a coach who believes what he believes and does things his way, or do you believe that a coach should listen to the fandom and what am I say?
Why you think they get paid for do the job? Why the fans never get paid to coach the team? Why you think that? Alright, repeat again. Seems like it fly away. Why you think the coach, Gary Southgate, get paid to coach the England team? And why is not the fans coaching the team?
Pull the trigger, Rasta! Rock of Ages, another save day by the South Koreans. A well opportunity by the big man himself, Neymar, who I believe is actually trying to ensure that Rafinha, God bless him, is going to try and get a goal. He fed that ball in beautifully to Rafinha, who beat his man, went on the outside, put in a right-footed shot into the belly of the keeper. Good save as Dani Alves, the number 13, substitution being made now. 62 minutes on the clock. Dani Alves, captain against Cameroon in the last game, the last group game, been substituted, is Ede Militao. Ede Militao is coming off, and on comes Dani Alves. So, ringing the changes probably with the Croatia game in mind. Respect. Dani Alves, all smiles. Chiche gives a warm hug to Ede Militao. Job done. Get ready for the next game. This is a squad game. Look here, in a nutshell, Gareth Southgate, what I like about him, he will pick a man like in the European Championships. He picked Trippier and Raheem Sterling. A bag of people out there say, we are choose them man for. We are select them man for. He said, I'm going to choose them. They've not let me down. I'm going to choose them. And they got to the final. Hats off to him and hats off to them. In this tournament, him said, I'm not going to use Phil Foden yet. And then when the time came, he said, yes, make a draw for Phil Foden. England are the only unbeaten team in this competition, right? Yes, sir. How can you knock a manager who's actually being paid, as you rightfully said, to do the job and make the tough decisions? How can you knock him when he is listening to the fans, hearing the media and saying, thank you, I appreciate where you're coming from, but this is my vision. This is the way I want to go about things, and this is my squad and my team, and I saw we're going to run this thing. I say respect to that, and it's going to be the same with Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson for the Reggae Boyz. There's going to be a bag of people saying, bring in this your man, bring in this your youth, bring in this your man, not choose this your man. This man a waste man. Coming with this your man. This man a baller. This man a baller. You can only listen to so many voices. Ultimately, who is being paid to get the job done? I salute Gareth Southgate because his record can go alongside any previous England manager. And I tell you something else, the future is rosy because the European Championships and the next World Cup, England still will have a good team, maybe a stronger team than they have now. Don't knock a good thing sometimes. And I'm always surprised, and I'm surprised at the moment at some fans who cannot appreciate, which you have. You've actually shown that you appreciate England's caliber of players, but you have reservations about the manager. But if you can take the step to say,
Virgin, no, after this, nobody will respect Gareth Southgate, brother.
my lord,
He should have won the championship at him home. Him should have win the championship at England, brother.
that wasn't a gimme. Italy before they had one of their best players, I think Spinazzola. There was a fantastic player that was playing for Italy. He got crocked. And before that, Italy were the best team in that competition. England, I believe, in that final, having taken an early lead, they had Italy on the rocks at Wembley. They could have and would have. I'm sure they wanted to make it 2-0. They were unable to make it 2-0. If they'd made it 2-0 and built upon that early lead, I think it would have been very difficult for Italy to come back. They didn't, and as a result, Mancini and the Italian team gradually got back into that game. It went to penalties, Ryan. It went to extra time and then penalties. You've got to give some credit to both England and Italy. And Ryan, check this out for size. Check this out, Rasta. Check this out. Where are Italy, Ryan? Ryan, viewers and subscribers. Where are Italy? Where are Germany? Where are Belgium? Where is England? Have Argentina just about gotten over Australia, the Socceroos? You better get some perspective on this thing. How you going with? Now run with me, you know.
May I give a prime example? Jurgen Klopp, all right? He lose a Carabao Cup with Liverpool. He lose a Champions League with Liverpool. He lose a Europa League with Liverpool. In 2019, when Liverpool going into the Champions League final, a lot of Liverpool fans and journalists, even Klopp himself said it, if he don't win that Champions League, is a 98% he will get sacked by Liverpool Football Club, because the fans would not believe in him anymore if he did not win that Champions League. Right? What happened? Him win it, him get a little bit more time, and look what he has achieved. Going into the final, going into the semi-final, and not winning it, it can be your biggest downfall. And may I tell you this, after this World Cup where them get dominated by France, just like how Mexico coach, him not even go back on the plane with Mexico. Him just in at the press conference say, yo, my contract up, end of the World Cup.
Can I quickly just say, Alisson tonight proving why is one of the best keepers in the world. This guy's ridiculous. No, this is why Liverpool.
Jersey, I'm just looking at it.
That's though reason, but that man is the reason why Liverpool still have a chance for top four. Because without him, we're screwed. Alisson, what a goalkeeper! Probably the best keeper of the tournament. Because I think Chelsea did very well with penalty saves, but Alisson, ridiculous keeper.
And did you see the defensive manoeuvres? Everything, all hands on deck to ensure that no goal was conceded.
You could end up conceding no goals, maybe one or two versus Argentina, and beating them, and then maybe let's say you lose the final by 1 goal, you can end up maybe even losing or winning the World Cup with only Alisson conceding 1 or 2 goals. It's ridiculous. That could be probably the best goalkeeper performance from a goalkeeper in a World Cup in a very, very long time.
Well, enough said. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is often in the pudding, and you can see that Marquinhos, Dani Alves, they were all hands on deck to ensure that Alisson was backed up following that wonderful right-handed save with a shot from where was that? About 9 yards out, a rifling volley. As we see, hello, is that looks like that's Bremer and Martinelli are being lined up for potential appearances. 70 minutes on the clock. Ryan, is Ryan still there, or is it Ryan made a move? Ryan, Jersey boy? Yes, to them.
Sorry, I've just been busy with stuff behind the scenes.
Okay. Let me paint some pictures. You carry it on when you want to pipe in. Come in there, Jersey boy. It's 70 minutes on the clock. It's Brazil 4, no goals since the start of the second half. The ball spread right. South Korea on the right-hand side. Brazil's left. Being marshaled. The ball comes in a good cross there, but too far. It went right across the area, and no South Korean and the Brazilian defense just allowed that one to go across the field. It's going to be a throw-in. That's how far it went across the field. As we look at the Brazilian substitutes, Rodrigo still got his bib on. Pedro still got his bib on. Martinelli, number 26 and number 24. Bremer, defensive maneuvers. Yes, Danilo, who came back, recovered from injury to make the starting 11. He's been replaced, and Vinicius Jr. Danilo and Vinicius Jr. are being replaced by Bremer, the number 24 central defender for Juventus, and Gabriel Martinelli, the flying left winger, forward for Arsenal and Brazil. As we look again at that lovely clipped chip of a goal by Vinicius Jr. that opened the scoring, as hugs and embraces are exchanged. Danilo crosses himself. Chiche looking into the eyes of Danilo and Vinicius Jr. as they go and take a seat on the Brazilian benches. Mission accomplished. Very proud. Chiche is on a mission. As I said, he took charge of this.
Rich Poe, that he didn't make any changes at half time, because
You're surprised?
Neymar, I understand, because he wants Neymar to get into rhythm. He hasn't played enough football. That's understandable for Neymar. But I think there's other, I think Casemiro, all these other players could have come off. But, because I think you won't concede, because you've got Alisson in goal. So you're safe in terms of that. Alisson Becker, I just recently the save again. That probably has to be one of the saves of the tournament.
He's a wonderful keeper. He's a great keeper. He's a great goalkeeper. Great keeper. I mean, to keep out Ederson, who's a fantastic goalkeeper in his own right, that shows you the level that Alisson is at. And of course, he's easily Liverpool's number one. And you can, as you rightfully said, the fact that Liverpool have half a chance of making the top four this season, despite Liverpool having a rocky season, it could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for Alisson Becker, a terrific goalkeeper and part of a wonderful defence for Brazil here. And they're combative. I think they take a lot of pride. It's wonderful watching the Brazilians in action. They take a lot of pride in keeping out goals. And I think that even if someone did concede, if they conceded a goal, I think that they've got it in them to not only fight back, but then to try and secure and ensure that another goal is not conceded. They take clean sheets and giving themselves as good a chance of winning games very seriously. Remember, if you don't concede a goal, and you're making it hard to concede and for our opponent to score, then all you need is one opportunity. You can get a 1-0 victory. Then you can build upon that and make it 2-0. But if you're not giving away simple, easy goals as again the South Koreans trying to probe and get inside the penalty area, they want to try and get that ball across. They had one opportunity, didn't take it, and as a result of that, Martinelli helped nudge that ball out for a throw into the South Koreans. It's been a really high energy and hard-working performance by the Brazilians as the Koreans are on the edge of the penalty area of Brazil. You can see that, I tell you, you can see the yellow shirts, the gold shirts, just not making it easy for the South Koreans at all. They're trying, they're not giving up the ghost, but the Brazilians, they've got bodies in the way, they've got legs in the way, they've got minds in the way. Very difficult to watch yourself. I like the way Neymar's been playing as well. Neymar has not been looking to encourage last-ditch tackles to become flying in. He's released the ball and allowed himself to play the simple passes and bring the flavour out in this Brazilian team. He is a vital cog. And I do believe when he's at his best, even near his best, that he makes the Brazilian team a better team. "75 minutes on the clock. It's Brazil 4, Korea 0. It's a free kick on the right-hand side for Korea, left-hand side for Brazil.
Sebastian, I am just doing some behind the scenes. You do realise that I've been doing so many World Cup watch-alongs, I have no free time. So normally it's all by myself. So when I have someone like as amazing as doing the watch-alongs as Rich Pro, I've got to... Who scored that?
Ooh, South Korea! I told you they've not... Oh!
God damn it, I wanted Alisson keeper to keep a clean sheet. God damn it.
I tell you, if you're...
Sorry, reasons, boss, but I was... Alisson's done so well, wanting him to keep a clean sheet, but of course they're bloody score.
Is he in your fantasy league team or something?
No, it's just I love Ali. I think I it's a shame. Who scored that, by the way?
I'm not sure.
The deflection.
I wouldn't worry too much about the deflection. That was as sweet the strike as you could like.
Number 8, it's Park. No, to be fair, Ali can't do anything about that. I think the deflection kind of may not get it.
Pike, is that the name? Pike, P-A-I-K, I think, with the goal there. What a strike!
But to be fair, I do think that they have deserved at least their goal. So
absolutely.
So at least they can leave this tournament getting a goal against Brazil. That in itself is very good.
It's fair dues. As I said, they've not given up the ghost, and they deserve at least the consolation. Their effort has warranted it, no doubt about it. That was a wonderful strike. That adds again to the tapestry that has been the Qatar World Cup 2022. The football on the field of play for those teams who have gone through, as well as those teams that have been vanquished, has been of the highest order. I mean, South Korea will be going home after this game. 78 minutes now on the clock played. It's Brazil 4, South Korea 1. But what a humdinger of a strike to get on the score sheet in a second round encounter when they've done fantastically well to get out of their group, which involved Uruguay, Ghana and Portugal. It's the least they deserve. And they've shown that, South Korea football has been put on the map. Really good technical players. We watch again. Lovely one-touch play. They're really entertaining. Good to watch. Technically on point. I tell you what, the Reggae Boyz could have a look at this and say, yeah, if we can aspire to this. They're on first name terms with the ball. It's only because they've been up against Brazil, who have harangued them and not made it easy, especially in the final third. They've had to think fast, and for the most part, They've been unable to find the answers. But in that moment in play, the ball broke just outside the penalty area, and that's going to be too far for the player. No. Oh, hello. There you go again. I thought that a ball played over the top, dinked over the top. The South Korean player ran onto it. Was he onside? Maybe just tight. I thought it was going too far, but it checked off the surface.
Reasons,
It checks
boss.
off the surface.
Imagine it comes
Good
up.
save
it's
by
90
Allison.
Imagine it's 93 minutes. It's 4-3 to 4-3. You're like, oh no. No, I don't think they will score that many goals. I could see it being 4-2, and I think 4-2 would be a fair result, to be fair. But I don't want Allison to concede any more goals because...
Jersey, check this out. Check this out. I love this touch. Jersey, check this out. Viewers and subscribers. Who's coming off? 2 people coming off. Neymar Jr. is coming off for Rodrigo. 80th minute. Neymar comes off and
He's
on comes
Allison as well for Everton.
There you go, Jersey boy. Look at that for a touch. Look at that for a touch, and the smile. I hope that Neymar. There was no smile from Chiche.
To be fair, the huge problem is if Everton concedes 3 goals, then that's a huge mistake. But
he's not conceding that. Here comes Brazil. Ooh. I love that touch. Everton plays for Flamengo, one of only 3 Brazilian players who played locally.
Sebastian says Everton is like Everton, but they win, not lose. That's a good one.
Hey, Sebastian, out of sight, not out of mind, Sebastian. Out of sight, not out of mind.
That's a good one.
Respect, I like that. I hope Sebastian is feeling good. I know that Ryan was finding it very difficult to watch Brazil, and when he was sobering up, he was admitting that, Brazil have not met serious opposition as yet, so he considers Serbia, Switzerland not serious.
What I'm saying is, I don't think any team yet has faced a tough opponent, except I'll say Germany, because Germany definitely had Spain in their group. But I think other than that, I don't think really any team that's still in the competition has faced any real battles. But that's why the quarterfinals gets interesting. You've got Brazil, Croatia, you've got France, England, you've got potentially Portugal, Spain.
Potentially.
So basically, the quarterfinals is where the teams can really prove that they can win it.
Don't sleep on Morocco. Another ball over the top.
Morocco could definitely get a win against Spain, because I like their midfield. Spain's. I like their midfield.
Who doesn't?
For me, I think Sergio Busquets just shouldn't play. I think he's just way too old.
You know your football, Jersey boy. It's interesting.
He should be Rodri in there and then play a natural centre back instead of playing one for a centre back. He's not a centre back.
I think that Luis Enriquez, the shades of Southgate in terms of being the manager, making the big choices, the big calls, he's decided from way back and stuck with it. Busquets is the guy that he wants in that midfield. He brings the experience, the technical know-how and savvy, and he's just adamant. He's got Rodri. He knows that he rates Rodri, but he wants Rodri and Busquets. They're raiding down that right-hand side, I must say, for Brazil. That's where most of the attacks from South Korea, they've identified, and maybe other teams such as Croatia, maybe Argentina or Netherlands, they're going to be having a look on that side.
I think they're going towards Dani Alves. That's for me. I think the weakness for Brazil, you guys, is definitely the fullbacks. I think for France,
I agree with you. Yeah.
For France, fullbacks were fine, except right back, because again, Pavard, good going forward, bad, not that good going defensively. Koundé, good defensively, but not good going forward. And again, he's not a right back.
Exactly. That's why I said I will not use the word perfect. When Danny, when Alexandro and Danilo started against Serbia, and the resultant performance, I was really impressed. really impressed with how those the left and right back played in that game.
Do you know
It's
how
really
bad
unfortunate
Sandro's
that he picked
injury?
up
Do you know
injuries.
how bad Sandro's injury is?
He's on the road to recovery. He's recovering. I think that he can, if Brazil continue and get past the quarterfinal into the semis. I get the impression that he could be available. Get the impression he could be available for somewhere like the semi-finals, possibly the quarterfinals. I think that after a game like this, they will know that defensively they want to be as sound as possible. And if Alexandro returns to the starting 11, well, if he's fit, if he was past fit, he would automatically return to that position, because he is the best that they've got in the tournament. No doubt about it. Eddie Militao can do a job, but no, he's
That's what I'm saying.
comfortably.
I think if we play each other in the final, I think both teams will target the fullbacks, as in we'll target Militao, or you guys will target Jules Koundé, but I don't think he'll play Jules Koundé. I think he'll probably play Pavard, because for me, Pavard, if you've got Dembele up top, the connection between them two, I think, are great. But again, against Poland, he's going...
Cut it back. Oh, dilly-dallying by South Korea. Dilly-dallying by South Korea. Allowed Rodrigo to come in there. The keeper tried to pass it out. Got himself in trouble. Ball was deflected. Rodrigo tried to cut it back, but that was tigerish defense by the South Koreans. Hats off to them. They've not given up the ghost at all. They've played with pride. They've not thrown in the towel if it was a boxing match. They're far been thrown in the towel. Quality ball in there, and very calmly done there by the South Koreans. $85 minutes, 86 minutes shortly on the clock. Brazil 4, South Korea 1. I think that Brazil are saving their resources, nursing their way through the remainder of this game, and preparing in earnest for a quarter-final matchup as Bremer wins a header, big-time header. The South Koreans holding his face. You're not going to get any yellow card issues to Bremer there. Oh, well, my goodness me. Bremer did have two hands in or close to the face of the South Korean, but it wasn't malicious. A free kick fairly given to South Korea. They've got it in their own half. It still takes some getting used to, Jersey Boy viewers and subscribers, the whole defensive formation for Brazil, because Danilo has been playing left back when he's really a right back, and Eder Militao was playing.
That's a shame. So apparently on Twitter, Neymar said if the Korean players don't foul him, he'll sign every single one of their kits. And of course, he got fouled, so he's not going to do it. That's a bit cheating, though. If you're a football player, you got to foul Neymar. It's normal to foul a player. He's incredibly dangerous. You've got trying to stop him. If you don't foul him, he's just going to score. It's cheating. It's cheating by Neymar. Can't be doing that.
You bring a smile to my face with that kind of talk there, Jersey Boy. Nice breakaway. Come on, Brazil. Who wants it? Take your time. Take your time. Who wants it? There's no urgency, no need for... Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah. When it's mattered most, the cutting edge has been there. Casemiro laying the ball off to Martinelli. They just seen the game up back to Casemiro. Man, that guy is hard to replace that brother. Fabinho, is he that far off? Has he really had that much of a drop off? All inside the pitch.
Say it again.
Has Fabinho, has he had so much of a drop off that you don't think wow?
I think he has. I think he has. Closer to the World Cup starting, better.
Come on, Brazil! Ooh, flying volley by Dani Alves. Flying bicycle kick by Dani Alves, man. Ball chipped across the area by Martinelli, who's a real live wire.
Imagine 40-year-old Dani Alves scored that.
Well, he can. I mean, I tell you what, the defender got in the way. That was heading on target. The defender turned his back on it. Wonderful. Look at that. the defender turned his back on it and the keeper was diving to try and save it, it would have had to force the save from the keeper. Corner comes in, whipped him viciously. Keeper went for it as well as Bremer. And let's see who that came off. Well, that looked like it came off the keeper. Wait a minute. That came off the keeper's fist. Bremer got on his head onto it, and it went onto the goalkeeper's fist. That should have actually been a
corner.
That should have been a corner. VAR has not got involved there. South Korea playing a little loose there.
I don't think they can. Like, there was that time, I think it was Liverpool versus Man City. We beat Man City 1-0. City fans are complaining they should have scored, but the goal that they scored that was disallowed for 2 fouls came from a goal kick when it should have been a corner to Liverpool. And VAR, I don't think VAR can intervene in corners, which I think they should be able to, because sometimes they don't give them. When they should.
It's interesting, technology in football these days. I mean, there's still room for improvement and room for technology to play an even more important role in the game. But
so
I don't.
Tomorrow we got 2 more round of 16 to go, and then we're going to have our quarterfinal. The good thing is there's a few days rest. No, there's not a few days rest. There is a few days rest. There's Wednesday and Thursday off. So I get 2 days where I don't have to do the watchalongs, and then back on it Friday. I won't be here Friday because at Richmond I'm actually playing a football match here in Brighton for charity.
Oh, so okay. Free kick to Martinelli. Good play. Quick feet. Yeah. And Casemiro again putting in his foot. Look at that. He doesn't mess around there. So what are you saying? You're playing a game of footy in Brighton.
Yeah. Let me just get my screen up 1 second.
Good man. 91 minutes, sorry. 91 minutes played, 4 minutes time added on, 4 minutes extra time added on here.
Yeah, I've had to go shopping. I've had to buy all this stuff. I've had to buy Richmond. I've had to buy all the shin pads and the socks.
I see. Hello.
I play for a football team that they're like a charity. So the main charity is grassroots suicide prevention. So we're doing respect. On Friday, it's a friendly between 2 clubs, but taken seriously, and the money is going towards suicide prevention. And so far we've raised, I think, £400. So yeah.
Really, well done.
I'm playing right wing, so hopefully I do well.
Well done. That's a good cause. Heavy but real.
I kick off around the same time as Portugal play, so I'll be missing that.
Okay, Portugal. Oh yeah, Portugal. God, who's Portugal playing again?
Switzerland.
Yeah. I tell you, man, they're low flies. Switzerland in the last 16, they're one of those low flying teams. As a shot there by Dani Alves, dragged wide, about 25, 30 yards out, dragged it wide, but he will be happy. I think this has been a feel-good factor game for Brazil. Dani Alves coming on, Weverton, Brazil's first choice keeper, getting on, because he would have had very little opportunity to have actually played in this World Cup, because we're now entering, of course, we're in knockout stages and into the quarterfinal stage. So I think that's a wonderful gesture by Chiche, the Brazilian manager, and wonderful camaraderie with the keepers, Alisson, Ederson and Weverton. I've seen them in training on YouTube, when they were in Juventus's Turin ground, and the camaraderie, the hard work they put in, class operators. Brazil have got a really tight team. Hey, Jersey boy, while I'm at it, because I don't know how long we're going to have after the
probably 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes after is fair, because normally do this match review, we can do 10 minutes.
Okay, well, let's roll it through, as all Brazil tried to slide the ball through. for one final opportunity, but I think that might be all she wrote. It's ticking over to 94 minutes. I think they want to bring that to an end, and indeed they do. Neymar looking cool.
We got Brazil, Croatia. That's going to be a good game, but I think Brazil will take care of Croatia nice and easily. We still got good players. You've got Gavardio, you've got Brozovic, you've got Modric, you've got Kovacic, you've got Kramaric. So far we've got England, France, Croatia, Brazil, Argentina, Netherlands. That, so far, all three of those are tasty quarterfinals. The crazy thing is, we will face the winner. 1 second.
Hey, Jersey boy. There's a touch. I was just checking out Neymar. I'm just checking out the scenes after the game. And look at this. Ladies, viewers and subscribers. We've got Neymar Jr. and Danilo. With a banner featuring Pelé, 3-time World Cup winner, legendary Brazilian striker. This is a beautiful touch.
If I'm correct, Pele's got bowel cancer, right, and his chemotherapy is not working now. If I'm correct, I think.
Yeah, they've just gone to the break. Yes, he has been suffering from cancer, and he's been receiving.
Bring it back home, because my grandpa died in 2019 from bowel cancer. He had bowel and leukemia. I thought the leukemia killed him, but my mum said it was the bowel cancer and chemotherapy. You know, I know how chemotherapy can be like very tiring on the body. And, you know, especially at the age Pele is, if this doesn't work, especially with bowel cancer, I don't think there's any other you can do, is there?
Well, you know, Jersey boy, I did a short, and no doubt I'll be doing on Rich Post Sports. I'll be doing a short feature on Pele, and of course continuing the chronicling of Brazil's journey in this Qatar World Cup. And when it comes to Brazil and when it comes to Pele, look, old age catches up with all of us if, inshallah, we live to that ripe old age. Pele, I believe, is around 82 years old. Look, we come and we go. Just like dust, we come, we experience, and we go. It's a fascinating situation. It's called life. And Pele's life and the memories for his family and, of course, the world, the footballing family that have experienced his success as a 17-year-old in 1958 in Sweden, winning a World Cup at that tender age with outstanding performances, with an outstanding Brazilian team, arguably the best Brazilian team, maybe even ahead of the 1970 version. Then going on to 1962, came a cropper in the second game, injured, but lifted the second World Cup. And of course, 1970, we all saw the magnificent colour and coloured images of Brazil lifting their third World Cup in such stupendous fashion. The legacy that Pele has left, the joyous memories, the goals he scored for Santos, going over to establish American football with the New York Cosmos, his humility, his strength, his dribbling skills. He was a forward ahead of his times, and there's been some wonderful players throughout the generations, not only from Brazil but from we've got Johan Cruyff, we've got, of course, Diego Armando Maradona, we've got Cristiano Ronaldo currently for Portugal, we've had El Phenomenon, Ronaldo himself, we've had many great players, Garrincha, Vava, Didi, so many, but Pele, we celebrate his life, and if and when he passes, we are not going to be gnashing teeth, because we've recognized genius, we've recognized a great human being while he's been here. So we salute in life and beyond, because memories live on. And when memories live on, I believe so do people. Life is a funny thing. I don't want to go too deep and become too philosophical. But Pele, your flowers have been duly given to you, hopefully, over the decades of your life, because you've left a legacy. And certainly as far as the Reason Boss is concerned, the performances on footage that I've seen of you playing with your colleagues, and outstanding footballing panache, and again, a humble individual. I salute, and I salute again. Viva Pele, viva Brazil, viva Pele.
100%, and let's hope Pele makes a full recovery. Of course, unfortunately, I find it very hard, the full recovery, because if chemotherapy is not working, you know, when my grandpa died, he had leukemia as well. He had to be constantly injected with new blood because of the cells. You know, the cells weren't remaking. I think it was the white cells. I can't remember exactly, but I know with bowel cancer it can be really tiring, and especially with chemotherapy. My grandpa, before he died, he kept fainting because, you know, chemotherapy kind of takes all your energy out. It's the radiation going into your body. So,
you know, there's something
is they can prolong his life as much as they can, and he's not in any pain whatsoever.
Right. You know, quality of life is a thing, you know. Quality of life is a thing, and I'm sure that Pele and his family and friends, those nearest around him, all appreciate it. Pele, none less a person than himself, will appreciate the love, the well wishes from the world's footballing public and sporting public, and people who just recognize and know the name Pele and associate it with footballing and World Cup greatness. So, you know, he doesn't have to drag things out unnecessarily. He will know, his family will know, but he knows that we salute and we respect whatever happens from here on in. Full respect, that's all I've got to say, because memories live on.
100%, as you said, 100%. But, you know, for me, my main thing is, if anyone suffering from these kind of diseases, what I like is for there not to be in any pain, and hopefully he's in a comfortable place right now, and he can make he's comfortable. That's what I want. But all the best to Pele, and Brazil move on to Croatia. How are you feeling about facing Croatia next, Reasons Boss?
I'm feeling good, Jersey boy. I'm feeling good. Chiche, the Brazilian coach, is on a mission. I'm going to be enjoying watching the rerun of this game again, checking the reaction from across the sporting footballing world. I'm looking forward to meeting Croatia. Croatia will have to perform better than they did. It looked like they almost played for penalties at one point in this game against Japan. I watched most of the game, didn't watch, I was due to working commitments. I wasn't able to watch the extra time unfold. But having gotten back in the game, having been 1-0 down, to come back with a terrific Perisic header to make it 1-1, I thought that they would push on and try and get the winner. Japan were trying to force a winner. Croatia seemed increasingly happy and willing to, from what I saw anyway, let the clock run down and rely on penalties, which of course they were successful in. But I fully expect Brazil to have no fears of Croatia. They'll respect them. They will respect them, as I'm sure Brazil will be respected. But Croatia, who of course 4 years ago were World Cup finalists against Les Bleus, they will present a challenge for which I'm sure that Chiche and the Brazilian squad will be ready for. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. Fully confident that Brazil will leave it on the pitch. I think mentally they're ready, physically they're ready, emotionally they're ready, and they've got the added incentive. I don't think a situation, for example, the situation regarding Pele's health condition is going to be necessarily detrimental. It will actually be probably an inspiration. And I heard Pele in one of his social media accounts say, "Look, go on, Brazil. Thank you for all the well wishes, and keep your eye on Brazil." And I think that we should do exactly that. Yeah, it would be a great, example. It'd be a great prize. Good for the spirit if Brazil could, certainly overcome Croatia. But of course, Croatia will be keen to continue in this tournament. But I feel that when it comes to motivation, Brazil would have the edge and should have the edge. And I think technically and skills-wise, organization-wise, I think Brazil have the advantage. But can't take anything for granted. I could see Croatia attempting to get something out of that game. And if that means that they try and get it into a penalty extra time scenario, I wouldn't put it past them. But I think the sheer burden of talent that Brazil possess, I think would be too much for Croatia. But it will be a juicy encounter. We've got some cracking quarterfinals ahead of us, Jersey Boy, no doubt.
Yeah, we've got some, just quickly before we finish, we'll just go for each quarterfinal. There's one last game's coming up tomorrow. And then we'll quickly talk about who your man of the match was, and I'll go my match, and then we'll end the stream. So we got France-England. What's your thoughts on that? France-England coming up on Saturday night.
The stakes are high. Both teams hungry, determined, have a class and ability. I heard Mbappe before the start of the tournament. I said Mbappe, Giroud, Dembele. Those guys, those three alone are dangerous, and you cannot sleep on them. That's the biggest threat as far as France are concerned in my books. Their attacking quarter, and add Griezmann. Terrific attacking cutting edge there. The boot on the other foot, this England team, rather than people saying they're not ready, they're not good, they don't rate England, they're overhyped, this team, they've got their feet on the ground. They're hungry. They've got talent. You can't tell me that Phil Foden, Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, Jude Bellingham, Stones, Maguire combination, especially Maguire in an England shirt. It will be a case of Mbappe attacking the side, where Kyle Walker and John Stones, Manchester City players, will be on patrol. This is no gimme. I can see this being a tight affair. I can see this going down to a 2-1 to either side. If it becomes 3-1, the only team I would say extended and going to a 3-1 victory would be France, because of that special attacking threat. Mbappe, I'm a Brazilian fan, and Mbappe is he is quite something to behold when he's on it. Those goals that he scored against Poland, I don't get tired of watching it. Just really interesting. And he seems a cool, calm character. In interviews, he says that he's not concerned about winning the title of the leading scorer. He dreams about winning the World Cup with France, and that's the mission he's on. That is dangerous talk. That is winning mentality talk.
100%.
But for England, I think there's more. They've got more than one person that they're going to be looking to rely on to actually bag the goals, and that's going to be interesting. So the word on the street, as I'm sure you may have picked up on, Jersey Boys, that the media suggests that Mbappe, if he can be kept quiet, and his service, particularly if you can cut the service from Griezmann and the likes of Rabiot, if you can cut that service as much as possible to Mbappe, that could make things difficult. And then England can actually give France something to think about. How are you going to deal with their threats? I think it's going to be close. I'm giving the edge to France, I'm telling you now. But this could go either way. I'm not sleeping on England. And this is an England team that is not fearful of taking the next step. Will they? We'll wait and see. What say you, Jersey Boy?
So quickly, what I was going to say before we move on to another two games. The thing is, they could cut Mbappe, but they'd have to worry about Dembele, because Dembele is as fast as Mbappe, and he can also cause problems. They're just ask Dembele to do all the attacking, and then Dembele can pass to Giroud. and then Giroud can score. The main problem for England, I think, is Mbappe, but second one is Giroud. Giroud has scored 3 goals now. Yes, he's only scored 3 goals, but those 3 goals have now made him France's leading top scorer ever in history. And I think he could score again against England. You've even got Varane, Kanate, Upamecano could even score. Even Koundé, even Theo Hernandez. So I think because the players France has, I think every player on that pitch except Hugo Lloris could score a goal. So for England, personally for me, it's going to be an interesting game. But let's move on to the next game. We've talked already about Brazil. The other game is Argentina-Netherlands. What do you think about that? That's a tasty game. That Van Dijk facing the first time Van Dijk versus Van Dijk versus Messi for the first time since that 4-0 Barcelona.
Well. You know, as a Brazil fan, as a Seleção fan, I've been anticipating a semi-final against Argentina and possible revenge for the Copa America defeat in Brazil, where Messi won his first major international title with his country, defeating Neymar's Brazilian team. A mistake by Renan Lodi and Angel Di Maria put the dagger in. But I wouldn't mind if the Netherlands made it through, because they've gone a little bit under the radar. They've never, of course, won the World Cup. Of course, I don't want them to win the World Cup if they do meet the likes of a Brazil. If they met the likes of Brazil, I would, of course, be rooting for Brazil. But if anything did happen to Brazil, I would have no problems in the Dutch going on to give themselves a chance to lift in the title. I'm going for Netherlands with a shock upset win over Argentina. And the only reason that I keep on saying Argentina, you won't sleep on them, is that one word, Messi. That guy, I watched him for a few minutes. I thought, let me just watch. The reason boss said, let me just check out the movement of Messi in the course of a game. I just kept my eyes locked on him for several minutes. He walks around, looks left, looks right, walks, follows the play, walks, jogs, gives, go, accelerates, slows, gives, goes, walks, sprays the ball, keep it simple. The things that he's forgotten about in football, many players have not got that experience in their bag. This guy is exceptional. And in watching him, he ultimately broke the deadlock with the first goal against Australia, springing to life, making space and side-footing it. He's not backwards in coming forward in finding the net. Only the likes of a Brazilian team can stop him. Really good teams have to be on their P's and Q's to stop someone with the talent of Messi. But if anyone can do it, I have no problem with the Dutch triumphing over Messi. And it would be acknowledged that having won the Copa America, he's left or potentially could leave the international arena with major international honor in his bag. I don't want Argentina to beat Brazil. So if they do come through, I'm still going to say Messi, the Seleção are on business. And that means that we are looking to thwart you. And I believe that Brazil would be in a position to thwart and stop Argentina making the final. That's my opinion. So I'm going for the Dutch to pull off a slightly upset of a win. But if they don't and Messi shines through some way, somehow, let the cards fall where they may. Brazil are prepared to suffer in this tournament and to meet whoever they need to meet. Quality is still in this competition. Let's bring it on. What say you?
Fair enough. That's fair enough. Listen, Reasons Boss, thank you so much for coming on the watch along. We're gonna on Wednesday night. We're going to do. Wednesday night we're going to do the quarter-final preview. We're going to do a special preview where it's going to be me, Marcel, only me and Marcel going face-to-face for France v England. It's going to be tasty. So, rivalry
I'll
there.
try and watch that.
Yeah, it won't be live. It will be an edited video. That will be, but Wednesday we're thinking of doing an actual panel show where we get other people, maybe like Ryan Anderson from Canada and all that kind of stuff, including you, talk about all the games, quarterfinal preview, and then sometime next week will be the semi-final preview. And then if it's the final preview, we're gonna do just like I did Marcel, me versus Rich Pro Sports. It will be war. It will be war.
Bring the ruckus. I've got my special Brazil headphones. My special Brazilian headphones, resplendent yellow for the Seleção, the Canary Seleção. Viva Pele, viva Romário, viva Bebeto, viva Neymar, viva Casimiro, Richarlison, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, Alisson. I'm ready to bring the heat and I'm ready to take the heat. Let's see what happens.
Let's hope. I really do hope it'll be Brazil France. I think that'd be a tasty final again. But we'll see. Thank you for coming on, and we'll definitely see you in the preview. I'll ask Ryan to send you the link, and then definitely if we do a Brazil Croatia watch along, we'll send you the link also so you can come host it, because we enjoy having you on, because I think you do better commentary than I do.
Thank you very much. That's a huge honor. Thank you very much, Jersey Boy. Thanks to all the viewers and subscribers. Thank you, Ryan, for inviting me on. Sebastian, full respect for you. And congratulations to Brazil for making the quarterfinals. Commiserations to the South Koreans. But what a goal. What a goal to leave this tournament with a crackerjack. That will be one that will go in the archives and will live long in the memory of South Korean fans who have seen that game. They may have lost to the eventual champions of Qatar 2022. You can hold your head up high, South Korea. We'll look forward to seeing you again, hopefully in 4 years' time. Jersey Boy, viewers and subscribers, full respect. Keep it locked and docked. We are almost at the quarterfinal stage where battle will commence again. In the meantime, the Seleção, the Samba boys have brought the ruckus. 4-1 victors over South Korea. More power to your viewers and subscribers. Keep it locked. Rich Post Sports is doing his thing, and Ryan LFC with Jersey Boy at the helm is doing their thing. Keep it locked and docked. Peace and love every time.
See you, Rich Pope. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for Spain versus Morocco right here on Ryan Sports.